Dance is like a dream. Lets you express things that you cannot put into words in real life. It's a moment you're surrounded by some source of liveliness. That is the only time you're not thinking about your everyday life fears and struggles, and hence always known as an excellent form of catharsis. So are you the person who cannot stop your feet when the music starts? All you want to do is let go of yourself and go with the flow. Everyone who likes to dance can relate to this. So this video is for all such dance lovers. It's a list of such breakthrough and irresistible top 15 dancing movies who broke all the stereotypes. These movies are easily available on very popular online streaming media providers such as Netflix and Amazon Prime. So let's begin the countdown. Number 15. Center Stage. It's a story of a group of teen dancers who aspire to become professional ballet dancers and enroll to a prestigious dance company. They work hard, attending classes every day for weeks to make them the best dancer they can possibly be. And in preparations for a final dance workshop, they realize their true passion in life. Beautiful performances of all the lead dancers and screenplay describing competitive world of dance and effort sacrifice dancers make for their passion is an amazing experience to watch. Number 14. Save the Last Dance. The film tells the story of Sarah Johnson, played by Julia Stiles, a promising dancer in high school in suburban Chicago. Aspires to get admission at the Juilliard School and invites her mother to attend the audition. She fails the audition and soon learns that her mother was involved in a fatal car accident in her rush to get to the audition. Sarah is shattered by guilt and gives up on ballet. She moves in with her father, played by Terry Kinney, and transferred to an inner city school on the south side of Chicago. Her father is a jazz musician who plays the trumpet and usually plays in nightclubs. At her new school, Sarah is one of a handful of white students but quickly befriends with Chanel, played by Kerry Washington, and Derek, played by Sean Patrick Thomas, who introduces her to the hip-hop rhythm and some street dance styles. Sarah later decided to take ballet again and audition for the admission at Juilliard School. The film has a sequel, Save the Last Dance Part 2, which was released in 2006. Number 13. Footloose. It tells the story of Ren McCormack, played by Kevin Bacon, a teenager from Chicago who moves to a small western town where he lives with his mother, aunt, and uncle. Throughout the movie, Ren is seen attempting to turn over the ban on dancing, which resulted from the effort of a local minister, Shaw Moore, played by John Lithgow. Irrespective of weak direction and screenplay, movie manages to showcase some great dance performances by Kevin Bacon. Number 12. Flashdance. The film tells the story of Alexandra Owens, also known as Alex, played by Jennifer Beals, who is an 18-year-old welder at a steel mill in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who lives with her dog Grunt in a converted warehouse. Even though she aspires to become a professional ballet dancer, she has no formal dance training and works as a nightclub dancer at Mobby's neighborhood bar and grill, which hosts a nightly cabaret. Lacking family, she bonds with her co-worker. Aspiration of becoming a professional dancer despite of all the odds and terrific performances by Jennifer Beals makes this film amazing to watch. Number 11. Take the Lead. The film tells the story of a dance instructor named Pierre Delane, played by Antonia Banderas, teaching some problem kids dance in a school. The dance teaching techniques introduced by Mr. Delane and how he motivates school kids to learn dance along with discipline is really great to watch. Some dance sequences in the film are really catchy. The performance by Antonio enhances the screenplay. The struggle of dance teacher to show the part to troublemaker kids is really interesting to watch. How he opens the door of other life opportunities for these children and fusion between street dance and classical dance forms is really classy. Number 10. Step Up franchise. The franchise includes 5 films. All films are known for great dance performances, great music, and visuals. The first installment is Step Up, introduced in 2006, which tells the story of Tyler Gage, played by Channing Tatum, who gets the opportunity of a lifetime after vandalizing a performing arts school, gaining him the chance to earn a scholarship and a dance with the upcoming dancer Nora Clark, played by Gina Dewan. It is followed by the second installment, The Streets. It's a love story between two dance students, Andy and Chase, from very different style of dancing at Maryland School of Arts, starring Brianna Abigail and Robert Hoffman in the lead role. The Step Up third installment is 3D. A tight-knit group of New York City street dancers find themselves pitted against the world's best hip-hop dancers in a high-stakes showdown. Film stars Ricky Malambre and Shawnee Vincent in lead role. The fourth installment is Step Up Revolution. A group of flash mob dancers led by Sean, played by Ryan Guzman, and the daughter of hotel tycoon Emily, played by Catherine McCormick, attempts to save a Miami Strip populated by a tight-knit community from being developed into hotels. The fifth installment is Step Up All In, where all stars from the previous Step Up parts come together in glittering Las Vegas, battling for a victory that could define their dreams and their careers. Number 9. High Strung. It's a story of Ruby, played by Kenan Kampa, who is a classical ballet dancer, gets a scholarship to a Manhattan Conservatory of the Arts. She meets an anxious, temperamental young violinist named Johnny, played by Nicholas Galitzine, who performs in the New York City subway. He gets distracted while helping her, and his violin and rent money he has earned was stolen. She later finds out that he is illegally living in USA, which is why he didn't report the theft to the police or ask them for help. Later, they become a team and decide to collaborate in a competition where a dancer performs with a string musician and the winner gets a scholarship, which might help Johnny to get a student visa in the country. Amazing performances by both lead artists makes this film a treat to watch and feel for classical music and dance. The film's sequel, High Strung 2, is released in 2019. Number 8. Magic Mike. The film tells a story of Mike, played by Channing Tatum, who has an ambition to have a business of his own, but pays his bills through a sequence of weird jobs, particularly performing as the star stripper at an exquisite strip club in Tampa, a club owned by Dallas, an over-ambitious character played by Matthew McConaughey, who has dreams of creating an empire of strip clubs, who later runs the successful stripper business. The overall concept of the film is very sensitive, but the careful direction and screenplay makes this film a great dance film to watch. The film has one more sequel, Magic Mike XXL. Number 7. Dirty Dancing. In the summer of 1963, 17-year-old Baby Houseman, played by Jennifer Grey, is vacationing with her parents, Dr. J and Marjorie Houseman, and her older sister Lisa at Kilmer's, an upscale Catskill resort, where she meets dance instructor Johnny Cosell, played by Patrick Swayze. Baby is attracted to Johnny and dances briefly with him when his cousin Billy takes her to one of the staff's secret dirty dancing parties. Later, Baby starts taking dance sessions with Johnny and soon they fall in love with each other. Baby becomes a good dancer after all the dance practices she did with Johnny, and they perform at the end of the film in a show. Amazing dance performances by Patrick and Jennifer, irrespective of movie plot, and one of the trendsetter in late 80s makes this film impressive. Number 6. The Turning Point. The film tells a story of friendship between two ballerinas, Dee Dee Rogers, played by Shirley MacLaine, and Emma Jacqueline, played by Annie Bancroft. The Dee Dee leaves the ballet company after becoming pregnant by Wayne, played by Tom Skerritt, who is also a dancer in the company. They marry and later move to Oklahoma City to run a dance studio. Emma stays with the company and eventually becomes a prima ballerina and well-known figure in the ballet community. While the company is on tour and performs a show in Oklahoma City, Dee Dee and the family go to see the show, and they have an after party for the company at her home. At the party, Dee Dee's aspiring dancer daughter Emilia, played by Leslie Brown, who is also Emma's goddaughter, is invited to take classes with the company the following day. After taking classes with the company, Emilia is asked to join the company and film continues their journey ahead. Layered storyline and wonderful lead performances makes this film even more beautiful. Sacrifices made by artists, how their passion affects their personal lives, aspirations, jealousies are well crafted in the screenplay. Talented dancers Mikhail Baryshnikov and Leslie Brown makes this film even more amazing with their performances. Number 5. Saturday Night Fever. The film tells a story of Anthony, also known as Tony Manero, played by John Travolta, is a 19-year-old Italian-American from the Bay Ridge neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York. He lives with his parents, grandmother, and younger sister and works at a dead-end job in a small hardware store. To get away from his daily struggling life, Tony goes to a 2000 Odyssey, a local disco club where he is king of the dance floor and receives the appreciation and respect he longed for. Saturday Night Fever is a trendsetter for disco music, clothing style, and dancing trends. The film also have one more sequel, Staying Alive, released in 1983, which also stars John Travolta as aspiring dancer Tony Manero, now moved to New York City to pursue career in dancing. Terrific dance performances by John Travolta are a treat to watch in these films. No one can forget the stylish rhythmic walk by Tony in the film, which will surely leave you wondering about your boring footsteps. Number 4. Billy Elliot. The film is set in County Durham, Northeast England during 1984-85 coal miners' strike. It's a story of 11-year-old boy named Billy Elliot, played by Jamie Bell, who loves to dance and aspires to become a professional ballet dancer. Billy lives with his father, Jackie, played by Gary Lewis, and older brother Tony, played by Jamie Driven, both coal miners out on strike. One day, Jackie sends Billy to the gym to learn boxing, but Billy hates it. He happens upon a ballet class that is using the gym while their usual basement studio is temporarily unavailable. Unknown to Jackie, Billy joins the ballet class. When Jackie discovers this, he stops Billy to take any more ballet, but passionate about dancing, Billy secretly contains lessons with the help of his dance teacher, Sandra Wilkinson, played by Julie Walters. It's a beautiful story of an aspiring young dancer dealing with the negative stereotype of the male ballet dancer in a typical society. Number 3. Black Swan. The story revolves around a production of Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake Ballet by the prestigious New York City Ballet Company. The production requires a ballerina to play the innocent and delicate white swan, for which the dedicated dancer Nina, played by Natalie Portman, is an ideal fit, and also the dark and sensual Black Swan, for which new performer Lily, played by Mila Kunis, is perfect fit. Nina is besieged by a feeling of massive pressure when she finds herself competing for the part. Obsessed with her performance, Nina loses her grip on reality and falls into hallucinations. It's a journey of a performer to accomplish artistic perfection, with all the emotional and substantial challenges she encounters and price pay for it. Spectacular performance by Natalie Portman and visual impact makes this film a masterpiece. Number 2. Singing in the Rain. The film is ranked as the 5th greatest American motion picture of all time. The film presents a bright representative of Hollywood in the late 20s, with the 3-star performers Don Lockwood, played by Jen Kelly, Lena Lamont, played by Jane Hagen, and Cosmo Brown, played by Donald O'Connor, caught up in the transition from silent films to talkies. The film contains really great dance sequences with Jane Kelly, especially the title song Shot in the Rain. The movie is a perfect blend of lavish music, amazing dance performances, and storyline. Singing in the Rain is one of the best musicals ever made. Number 1. An American in Paris, one of the most successful and greatest musical of the time. An American in Paris was an enormous success, received 8 Academy Award nominations and winning 6. The story of the film is combined with music and dance sequences, which cost almost $500,000 to shoot. It's the story of American World War II veteran Jerry Mulligan, played by Gene Kelly, is excited to start his new journey as a painter in Paris. Jerry lives with a friend and neighbor Adam Cook, played by Oscar Levant, who is a struggling concert pianist and longtime associate of French singer Henry Burrell, played by George Guittari. One day, a lonely society woman and heiress, Mila Roberts, played by Nina Folk, finds Jerry displaying his painting on the road and takes an interest in him and his art. But later, Jerry falls in love with Adam's girlfriend, Lisa Bouvier, played by Leslie Caron. Beautiful music and dance sequences and love story makes this film terrific. If you are looking for more dance films, then we have few more suggestions that are Shall We Dance. Richard Gere and Jennifer Lopez star at this film is a love story of a boring lawyer who enrolls for a ballroom dance lessons and fall in love with dance instructor. Stomp the Yard. Film revolves around a stepping dance competition between 2 rival groups from the same school. You Got Served. The plot follows a group of dancers who take part in street dancing competition. Top Hat. It is a 1935 film starring Fred Astaire in the lead role. It's a story of an American dancer, Jerry Travers, played by Fred Astaire, comes to London to star in a show produced by clumsy Horace Houghton, played by Edward Horton. While practicing a tap dance routine in his hotel bedroom, he awakens a Delle Tremont, played by Ginger Roger, on the room below. She comes upstairs to complain, where Jerry falls completely in love with her and proceeds to follow her all over London. Beautiful dance performances by Fred Astaire and classic film sets makes this film really special. Film is still known for its dance choreography and big sets and was huge success. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, then please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos like this.